Y'all tuned in to the News You Can Use podcast. I'm your host with the most big surf god in the building. Let's make sure we ain't got no technical difficulties going on. I'm gonna make sure everything is solid over here. Let's jump into it though.
In this video, I'm going to break down why Cassie's reaction to this Diddy's verdict proves that she's not done going after Diddy. Diddy went from facing a life sentence to potentially getting out of jail today. He was found not guilty on racketeering, not guilty on trafficking, guilty on transporting Cassie to engage in prostitution, transporting another Jane Doe to engage in prostitution, but ultimately not guilty on the serious charges. The precedent that's been set for anybody convicted on these charges is not really that serious, and they're usually granted bond as they are awaiting sentencing. Diddy's team has put together a package that's been floating out there. He's volunteering $1 million bond and travel restrictions, which to me, that's excessive, but he's offering that up because he wants to get out today. And this undoubtedly should be accepted if there's nobody contesting it outside of the prosecutors. Well, Diddy is not going to have a smooth sailing bond hearing today, not on Cassie's watch. Because right when Cassie got wind that Diddy is trying to get out today, Cassie has now officially petitioned the court not to release Diddy from jail today, awaiting sentencing. Cassie's attorney wrote a letter to the judge, and the letter says, "We write as counsel for Cassandra Ventura, Miss Ventura, aka Cassie, to respectfully request that the court deny Mr. Combs to be released pending his sentencing on 2 convictions. Pursuant to the bail reform, detention is mandatory post-conviction on these charges, and Miss Ventura believes that Mr. Combs is likely to pose a danger to the victims who testify in this case, including herself, as well as to the community. We thank the court for its time and attention to this matter." My initial reaction to this was, what did he pay Cassie $20 million for? What did he give $20 million to buy? Because even when Diddy was first being investigated, his house was getting raided. Cassie and her attorneys put out a statement, letting them know, hey, bruh, we is cooperating with the feds, right? We want justice. I'm not trying to undermine what Cassie went through. We seen the video. Cassie is a victim. So her wanting justice, there's nothing wrong with that. But what was the $20 million for? If I'm Diddy and I knew if I gave you $20 million, now you won't speak on this publicly, but you're still going to cooperate with the feds, come to court and testify against me. And then once I get found not guilty and there's a possibility of me being released, you're going to petition the court to keep me in jail. At that point, you got to work for your $20 million, man. Now, Cassie, I believe, sued Diddy for like $50 million or something absurd.
$30 million.
Bro, you would have to work for every dollar you get from out of me, bro. If I knew this was going to be the path that they was going to take, I thought $20 million says you go away, you enjoy life. Cassie also got $10 million from the hotel. I'm thinking you go away, you enjoy life, and you leave me and the feds alone. They released another statement where Cassie is taking credit for paving a way for Diddy criminal charges, where the lawyer writes, "This entire criminal process started when our client, Cassie Ventura, had the courage to file her civil complaint in November of 2023. Although the jury did not find Combs guilty of trafficking Cassie beyond a reasonable doubt, she paved the way for a jury to find him guilty of transportation to engage in prostitution. By coming forward with her experience, Cassie had left an inedible mark on both the entertainment industry and the fight for justice. We must repeat with no reservation that we believe and support our client who showed exemplary courage throughout this trial. She displayed unquestionable strength and brought attention to the realities of powerful men in our orbit, and the misconduct has persisted for decades without repercussions. This case proved that change is long overdue, and we will continue to fight on behalf of survivors." They letting Diddy know, bruh. We not done with you yet, buddy. Diddy essentially gave Cassie the money that she used to go after him. If he would have made her wait, then like the civil trial would have had to wait until after the criminal trial. And if he would have gotten found not guilty, he could have went to court and probably get found guilty of the domestic violence stuff or the other things and probably not have to pay out $20 million.
Right.
But Cassie and her attorney didn't stop there. Like the attorney did like a video press conference
It's a
after the verdict
shakedown,
came out,
man.
after the
She
not
shaking
guilty
Diddy
verdict
down
came
for the
out,
money.
and he made it perfectly clear, okay, that the 2 acts where Jane Doe and Cassie, he got convicted on a Man's Act of transporting them to engage in rendezvous. Well, he stated that they're pushing for the max, that they are confident the court will keep this man in jail. They pushing for 20 years, $1 million for each year they want to put Diddy in prison for.
We're hopeful that ultimately he receives a substantial sentence for what he's done, and we're pleased that Cassie's brought to light everything that has happened in this trial. I just spoke with her and with the U.S. Attorney's Office team, and she's in a good place.
For domestic violence on a first offense, bro should get probation, if anything. This is crazy.
She's in a good place. She's pleased that, again, that the jury has found him liable, guilty of 2 federal crimes.
What was her reaction?
And I've issued a statement as well on our Twitter as well. Her reaction is what I just said. Her reaction was that she was pleased that he's been found guilty and held responsible of 2 federal crimes, something that he's never been held responsible in his entire life. And she's happy that in November of 2023, she came forward and shined a light on this and brought other people forward.
After she already got the nigga for $20 million.
Civil claims, and so we'll see what happens with sentencing. All right,
Counsel,
thank you very much.
Looking at the director, he said that same thing. Sorry.
Oh, I can't repeat it again, but
yeah, please.
I'm sorry. So, what was the question?
Yeah. Your reaction to what happened.
Reaction is that we're pleased that he's finally been held responsible for 2 federal crimes, something that he's never faced in his life. He still faces substantial jail time. Of course, we would have liked to have seen a conviction.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
On the sex crimes in RICO, but we understand beyond a reasonable doubt is a high standard, and we're just pleased that he still faces substantial jail time. All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
How much time?
Doug Wigdor, Wigdor. Well, each is faces up to 10 years on each. I'm not sure what the sentencing guidelines are given the various different things, but I'll leave that up to the government and the defense to argue. But I feel confident in saying he still faces substantial incarceration.
How will you feel if he walks out on bail?
Well, that's up to the judge. I don't have a personal vested interest in this case. Whatever the appropriate thing to do under the law is what should be done. And at the end of the day, he needs to be sentenced pursuant to the guidelines and pursuant to what the law is. My understanding of that is that he faces significant incarceration. So thank you very much.
He's the attorney for Cassie Ventura.
He lied in that press conference. He's not leaving it up to the judge or the prosecutors because he intervened. He literally wrote a letter saying, yo, keep him in jail. And also, it doesn't just stop here. The day of sentencing, there's going to be victim impact letters. Cassie is going to give a victim impact letter. She's going to push for Diddy to get 20 years. Now, my thing is this, bro. Diddy, regardless of what you think he did, he was convicted on transporting Cassie to the freak offs. So, based on that, do you believe that Cassie deserves $20 million plus Diddy doing 20 years in prison because he transported her to freak offs? I think that's a tad bit excessive. Now, I don't think Cassie is the villain in this situation, but what Cassie is doing is she's making sure that her public reputation and how people view her is now changing, is now turning. Because people were sympathetic to the nature of that video is horrible. Diddy, what he did to Cassie is horrible. And a lot of people was fine with her getting the $20 million based off of that alone. But now as she pushes for this man to get 20 years in prison for transporting her to a freak off, people are now starting to view her as the villain. Vlad TV tweeted this like a little while ago, like 5 minutes ago. Vlad writes, Cassie is the villain in this whole case. You can't convince me otherwise. And I feel like this is entirely based on what Cassie has been doing post the verdict. The $20 million, you had to come to court. They probably subpoenaed you or forced you. Okay, cool. Now, afterwards, after getting $20 million, you still want him to get 20 years in jail? That's when you start to become a villain. That's when people now begin to look at you as if this is not right. This is not okay. Cassie got 20 million from Diddy, 10 million from the Intercontinental Hotel. She's up 30 million. She could go away and enjoy her life. Pushing for this man to get 20 years to me is a little bit excessive. I'm not saying Diddy don't deserve jail time. I think if we could go back in time to before the statute of limitation for him doing what he did to Cassie in that hotel room, then yeah, Diddy should probably get, I don't know, 4 years, maybe 3 years in prison for beating her up in the hotel. Cool. But a statute of limitation has been passed. Diddy was only convicted of transporting her to a free call. Should he get 20 years for that? Come on, bro. When Cassie was a willing participant in the free call, if Cassie was my mom or my sister, I'm advising her to take the money and go away. You don't want to be the next Megan Thee Stallion. You don't want to be viewed in that light. And Diddy still got a lot of support out here, bro, because people essentially look at this case like a sham. And I feel like the jurors looked at that too, which is why he got found not guilty on most of the charges. And even when you look at the support that Diddy still has, it's shocking, but Diddy still have a lot of support. Rather this is a good thing or a bad thing, I can't comment on it. But yo, people are literally pouring baby oil on themselves outside of the courthouse in support of Diddy. So Diddy got a lot of support out here, bro. And the way social media works, man, they will turn you into a Megan Thee Stallion fast.
Yeah.
Proper and etiquette that is happening inside of a courtroom. No one said, I kid you not, people are pouring baby oil on one another outside this courthouse. Baby oil having a very big play in the freak-offs we heard about. You had people saying it's not Rico, it's Frico. You got applause coming when the mother of Sean Diddy Combs, Miss Janice, got out of the vehicle just a few moments ago, really, behind us and walked inside to elated cheers and her greeting the crowd. Every time the family, the children, the 6 adult children come in, 3 boys and 3 girls, they are met by cheers, and also at times throughout the course of trial, met by scathing and disrespectful comments as well.
That's crazy. Niggas put baby oil on themselves.
If somebody that can't see said that they was gonna like slide on you, how would that happen? Like, you blind. I'm just wondering this. Like, how are you gonna like do anything if you blind? You can't see. You can't even. Don't come for me. I just flatlined your best friend. What you wanna do? He's never coming back, and that's that. Let's just call it truth.
Yo, man, baby doll from ILG, 92nd Street. Munchie B, Inglewood Family Gangsters.
Red Bull, non-deuce Inglewood family.
Yeah, homies, Blue Cheek boy. You over here popping it, talking about all this stink team, this stink team, mad cut. You know, Robbie going back and forth. Nigga, stink team on the dead homies. You know what's going on. Dead homies, your boy got stepped on. On the dead homies, nigga, we ain't gonna do too much talking about that. But nigga,
With my record, I can never go to Dubai. He's never coming back, and that's that. I said it 2 times.
As we slowly head into the 3rd-year anniversary of the death of Draco the Ruler, people in Los Angeles, California are still at odds with how they felt about the artist. The conversation on rather Draco the Ruler should have been represented at the pop-out show performed by Kendrick Lamar. It seems as though people in California are still heavily opinionated about the fallen rapper. In case you just don't know, or you've been living under a rock for the past 10 years, Draco the Ruler is one of the most influential rappers to come out of South Central Los Angeles in the past 10 years. Now, Draco the Ruler was actually fatally stabbed at a music festival in Los Angeles, California. The 28-year-old rapper, whose real name was Daryl Caldwell, had been scheduled to perform at the Once Upon a Time in LA festival on that Saturday night. Now, he would get into a scuffle backstage where they were clearly outnumbered, but Draco the Ruler was infamously known for taunting all of his ops, mainly the Inglewood family gangster bloods.
And this shit getting weird.
Draco the Ruler and a few of the Stink team members would be seen fighting with a sea of red. Completely outnumbered, some of the Stink team members would begin to retreat, and then eventually started to run. While running away, we were able to see Ralphie the Plug throw a karate kick. While other Stink team members were retreating, Draco the Ruler was seen still squabbling, and then he would go down to the ground. Now, what seemed like a normal squabble, possibly a knockout, actually ended up being a very unfortunate event. Draco the Ruler was stabbed.
Times and Rolling Stone are now reporting rapper Draco the Ruler was the victim in last night's scuffle behind the stage at the Once Upon a Time in LA Music Festival. Eyewitness News reporter Leticia Juarez live outside Bank of California Stadium where it all happened. Leticia, what's the latest?
Well, good morning to you, John. Yeah, we're out here outside the Exposition Park where that stabbing took place. We're still waiting to hear from officials to give us the official word on the victim's identity. But as you mentioned, the LA Times reporting that 28-year-old Draco the Ruler was the victim of that fatal stabbing. Now, we have some video from an Eyewitness News viewer. Let's go ahead and take a look at that news to the stabbing. Now, that viewer tells us he believes this is what led up to the violence. This all happening around 8:40 last night during the Once Upon a Time LA Festival concert. That's when investigators say that some sort of altercation took place. Witnesses saying that altercation taking place backstage. Now, the victim was taken to the hospital in critical condition, but according to the sources, he has later died. The LA
Now, while he was on the ground, people were still kicking and stomping on him as he bled profusely from his neck wound. And amongst those in attendance for the brutal stomping out and then slaying of Draco the Ruler would be Munchie B. Now, before y'all get on here and say, oh, Cliff, you being the police, he literally just went on a podcast and talked about this. Okay, got it. So Munchie B would go on a podcast, Perry on J. Key podcast, and he was asked about, is there any respect at all there for Draco the Ruler? And Munchie B's response, let's just say, it's not what I expect. Now, just in case you did not know, Draco the Ruler was indicted and arrested for a homicide that would involve one of Munchie B's partners, Red Bull, who unfortunately in this event was the victim of a slaying. Draco the Ruler would have multiple songs referencing the killing, and his main phrase being, he's never coming back, and that's that. And not only that, Draco the Ruler, when he came home in 2020, would go on a No Jumper platform and implied that something very terrible happened to Munchie B in the county jail. He would imply that Munchie B had peanut butter stuffed up his bongo.
Did you see the part where
about the peanut butter?
No, peanut butter.
My bad.
Who got peanut butter?
That's a whole nother situation. Hey, they might come for you after Adam. Street shit. All right.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Stay away from it, Adam. I don't want to say nothing about peanut butter, whatever the fuck that is.
What would you do if somebody put peanut butter in your ass?
Oh my God. Well, it would really depend on the person.
Yeah.
Now, I know that sounds real crazy, but for some reason, this is a rumor that people in Los Angeles are.
Save hip hop, man. Shout out to my boy, the Invisible Man, Lindrum, man. He produced this album with Big Baby, Diverse.
Okay, so what should we do? Like, we're gonna take you back to your car and end the stream?
Damn, chat, we're gonna end the stream on y'all.
That's not
You
good.
still want to go to the
What?
you still want to go to or wherever you want to go?
Yeah, I need to go to one store really quick. We'll go there and then come back to your car. You want to park in the driveway?
It don't matter. It's cool. It should be cool right there.
Okay, yeah, it is. Okay. So, there's one store I wanted to go to.
All right. What was this shit with Wack100 and Snoopy Badazz? Gotta see that. Kept hearing about it, but I ain't seen nothing. Anyway,
you can't grow
your.
your.
Oh no, they try to hit me with a copyright.
Hey man, it's the kid that did we back again with some news you can use for the views. Did Wack100 just expose himself on an interview with Snoopy Badazz? Let's get into it. All right, we got Wack100 here, man, with the badge itself. He came with the badge. Hey man, so what's going on? I mean, do we need to watch this clip? There's a clip going around with you and Snoopy Badazz doing an interview. And it looks like you happen to have is this a badge?
I have a badge. What do you mean? What kind of a badge? What do you mean, like the badge on my Benz? Or I got badges.
No, it's looking like a federal agency badge. Honestly, let's watch this clip right here, y'all.
Shit, yeah, let's see the clip.
They do it.
Because his statement in the mud, his statement in. Why would you go up there and say, I get a chance?
Is it?
That looks like the real FBI. It come in the black wallet. I know an FBI badge. When I see one, I seen them in the movies all the time. Listen,
you seen in the movies? Oh wait, say it again. Wait, let me ask you a question, Snoopy. Snoopy, let me ask you a question.
All right,
let me see how smart. Look, you said you see them in the movies all the time, right?
Yeah, I see them all the time.
Do you think the people that are in the movie, do you think they're real FBIs?
In the movies, no.
No. Have you ever seen a stack of money look like a couple $1 million in the movies?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What would it look like to you?
So are you telling me?
I'm just
that
asking.
Looks like you work for federal agencies. Is what it looks like to me. I don't know. Unless are you a security guard? Do you got a cigar card?
No, I've never had one of those.
All right, so tell us what's going on here, Wack.
I've never been a security guard, but
I didn't want to accuse you of being a federal agent working. What's going on?
I don't know, bro. Listen, this is my new approach to the internet. I think it's more fun to listen to y'all tell me what's going on, and then.
Oh man, I don't know if that was AI or what, but that was hella funny.
Grab your boys.
What made you think it was Waco that told him that, though?
I know y'all did not slow it down, bro. Oh my god, the internet is under
because
nigga.
Click like if you haven't already.
That is crazy. I have no comment about that.
Hey, Freeway.
That's some funny ass shit, I'll tell you that much.
Hey, Freeway.
Yo,
there you go.
Freeway. You said a nigga chased me to the police. Freeway, do you know that I will kill a nigga? Ain't no nigga chase me where? Nowhere. They in Miami, right? Yeah. So I ain't been to Miami. When I left you in Miami? 600? About a month?
Yeah, we was out there like a month ago.
The day I did Charles.
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. So whoever that nigga, because I got some goals, I can send them to go see him. Freeway, look, I know you got your arrow, bro. Don't get it up with me. I'm not a rapper, bro. Ain't no nigga chase me. I ain't been to Miami since Memorial Day, nigga. I don't know who told you that, but he's a motherfucking lie. But if you want to act like you want to chase me, let me know where he at. It was Sky 9. Sky 9 said it. Who? Sky 9. I don't know that nigga. He lied to you, bro, on Paru. On everything Paru stand for, nigga. Last time I left Miami was Memorial Day. I left 600 days.
Kill me with all that.
600 days. Ain't been back. Ain't been on the plane. Been right here 2 days ago. He just started 2 days ago. He said that. Yep. 2 days? Nigga, I'm right. 2 days ago. Nigga, I've been in California. I don't know. I'm just telling you what we said. Hey, Rick, I'm telling you right now, bro. All is good. You the one told me go find what the nigga had. You said it. But that was a newspaper, bro. But they don't listen, bro. When all you niggas want to talk with Select, that's one thing, bro. But all this talk, bro, about Rick, this real shit. We respect y'all, but Rick, the gangster didn't end with you niggas, bro. And I really don't think that what you had in your life, you don't need no English, bro. Don't play with me talking about I ran the police. Because then at that point in time, me and you both going to jail. Because I'm going to force your hand, nigga. Don't play with me like that. Ain't no nigga. The nigga gonna die with me, nigga. I'm running around here like it's 89 still, Rick. Any nigga walk up on me, gonna be flatline. And I don't keep nothing but power rule with me in 3 keyways, nigga. So you showed me a nigga who walked up on me and I ran the police. Where that man at? You didn't do it. When you gonna come down to LA? I just want to come out here. No, nigga, whenever you want me to. You want me to come right now? I'll call him and let he ain't out there right now. Yeah, well, you call that nigga. I want to know when you. That's between you and him. That's between No. You said I ran from a nigga to the police. That's what you said, right? Yeah. Okay, 2 days ago, right? Yep. Baby. You don't have to prove nothing to me. I don't want to. No, Rick, understand this. Niggas ain't playing, bro. I'm gonna make sure you there too when we meet. I want a nigga to tell me I ran to the police anytime ever in my life, bro. I guarantee you, if you called that man right now, I bet he won't say them words. I think you making it up. Well, you can feel like that. There's no way possible. I ain't got nothing to prove to you. What? I said, I don't have nothing to prove to you. But it's coming out of your mouth, though. I ain't heard that come out of his mouth. I ain't been He gonna tell you. He's not gonna get him on the phone. Hold on. Let me see if I can get him on the phone. For a motherfucking lie, he ain't gonna. Hold on. Let me see if I can get him on the phone.
He about to call it.
These niggas is seeing imaginary wax. What the fuck?
I want to know.
I don't even know what that was about, but let's go.
Yo, I got to call Big Sad and find out why he's saying
That's a whole other thing.
Do you have any idea why he said that shit about OTR?
Yeah.
Oh, Lefty.
Let's see if we can get him to commentate on this. Fuck. Of course, he got a new number. These rappers, man.
So
I'm gonna text him.
Man, Lefty I heard a story.
Yeah, tell me what you heard.
And I could say this could be right. Ant might have more context than me about this. You feel me? Just because you feel me? Under the
fraud. He off the
No, I might have more.
He like what?
context
You
of
might
what.
have more insight about this because you feel me? Like he's under
Big
the
Sad.
umbrella.
Threes,
You feel me?
please.
Yeah, threes.
Ooh, more insight on what?
Okay. So Big Sad
on the OTR Big Sad situation.
Yeah, no. Okay.
I could pull it up.
So this is what the story that I heard. Okay,
Let's just start with
you asked about the Big Sad and OTR situation.
Correct.
Yeah, let's just read the
Big
screen
Sad,
real quick. Just show the screen. Don't get caught with the meth heads from OTR. I'm not sparing nobody. This is Big Sad's word. So this is what we're basing all this on.
So I can tell you the story. You can tell me if it's wrong or not. Okay, you feel me? So the story that I heard was that there was a studio session a while ago. You feel me? With Lefty Gunplay, and this is like
Just say it. No more clarification. Just say it.
Yeah, Lefty Gunplay and Big Sad had a studio session. During the session, it was brought to Lefty's attention the situation that he had with the so-called telling or whatever, this or that. You feel me? And then Lefty was like, you know what? I'm not really trying to put this song no more. And then Big Sad was like, felt some type of way about Lefty and them ever since.
That's a crazy story.
So I ain't never seen Big Sad say F Lefty Gunplay, and like one thing about it, like if it was a situation like that, like he pretty much gonna be vocal. He just would have came at Lefty Gunplay. Now the OTR situation, from my understanding, stands from the from Scando, from BF. Scando from BF and Big Sad, they having that, they little situation, they little fallout. Scando brother is the homie P. Trey, rest in peace, from Playboys, which is Big Sad boy, before he passed away. So
West LA
Scando got out, him and Big Sad got into it over whatever they got into it about. Scando pushing OTR now. So it's just like, Sad, like, F Scando and FTR type situation. I don't know about the Lefty Gunplay.
Both stories could be true.
Scando Black, right?
I mean, I know the story I'm talking about is true. I just don't know about the Lefty Gunplay thing.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, but that might be true as well.
What's BF? That's Blasphemous, right?
Yeah.
Blasphemous. Oh, okay.
It's interesting that he would make it about OTR and not just say Lefty's name, because that obviously him saying OTR is like him kind of throwing everybody.
He said something about method. So he talking about Lefty, bro.
Well,
no, not like that.
I would assume the rest of them not doing meth, right?
No. He said, read it again.
Okay, so the speculation that like people were making was, and this is a speculation that a lot of people had, was that it was Lefty and Chitorano.
That's crazy. Oh man, this is funny.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Snoopy Badazz is back on CS2Back's live stream again, for reasons nobody can really explain. Even knowing that Porky is always looking for a reason to throw him under the bus, Snoopy still sits down with him. But this time, Snoopy might have exposed Porky without even realizing it. During the episode, Porky reaches into his pocket, pulling out his wallet. But at one point, while he's in a shop grabbing his credit card, he opens the wallet. And boom, there it is. A police badge, clear as day. A full-on badge sitting in his wallet. Now maybe later he'll try to say it was a joke. Some I was trolling moment. Maybe he'll pop back up and claim it was fake, just for laughs. But right now, based on what we saw, that man is walking around with a police badge. It doesn't stop there. His flunky, Loves Boys, also has a badge. And somehow, both they and Porky, convicted felons, are walking around in possession with no issues.
What made you think it was Wack100 that told him that though?
Because his statement in the motherfucking his statement there, nigga. Why would you go up there a day after I get a change?
Yeah, I think he did this on purpose. You never know, man. That is the funniest shit ever, bro. All right, what's the other subjects we're supposed to be talking about? Let's jump back on the timeline. How much time I done gave y'all?
So easy.
Sticking around for about an hour.
This is the moment the managers of this large scam operation discovered they'd been hacked. I know a lot more about you than what you think I know.
What do you know about me? Tell me, what's my name? Don't try to be over smart, buddy.
Faisal. You think I don't know your name, buddy?
No, that's not my name.
Let me talk to Daoud, the
No,
CEO of Expert Tech Solutions. How about Umar? How about Amar, buddy? I know you're in Ali Tower. Let me talk to Daoud right now. He's sitting looking right at you, sitting there in that black and gray jacket with those khakis on that you're wearing, and Amar in his white sweater, all right? And Umar over there in the other desk with the striped black and white long sleeve shirt and a vest on. Next up, I destroyed a couple of their PCs with destructive malware.
Oh.
Why are you so quiet right now? While I destroy your computer, you...
Okay.
Your computer's destroyed, Osmi.
Oh, you.
But what are these scammers doing to warrant such invasive behavior on my part? In short, this scam company called Expert Tech Solutions impersonates Canadian telecommunications companies like TELUS, Rogers, Bell Canada, and Koodo in order to gain access to their victims' accounts and then use their victims' money to purchase smartphones, which they will then sell for profit. I'm going to show you exactly how this works here in a moment, but before we start, let's get a bold admission from this scammer named Noman that he is scamming, as he speaks with a victim who isn't buying any of his nonsense.
Why do you guys call around people and try to get their information?
You got ID on you?
No, you can't just walk up on me and ask me my ID, bro.
I got
didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, listen.
I didn't do anything wrong. Leave me alone. So can I finish my car wash? Because now my time's running.
You think I just showed up here for no reason?
Yeah, what the fuck, bro?
Picture this. An off-duty police officer witnesses a black guy in a Cadillac hand something to a white guy in a pickup truck at a car wash. Highly suspicious, am I right?
No.
An off-duty officer.
Oh, man, fuck y'all. Yeah, get a hand of him a cigarette.
From speed humiliating disrespectful guests
Go on, I'll show you how to play. What? Well, you know every 4 steps you have to do this.
to speed humbling gold diggers.
I want that one. Bobby, give me.
And my watch too, right?
Yeah, where your card at?
Here are 15 times I Show Speed shut down disrespectful guests, starting with the time when Speed and Kai got into a beef after Kai forgot to close a window on Speed's desktop, accidentally leaking their IP address. Speed didn't hold back at all and went off on Kai.
Leak the IP. Both of our streams up.
You literally leaked it this morning. You talk on me too on accident. What the fuck?
It was a mistake on you. You could have said, close that, bro.
What's a mistake?
Hey, close that window. Close the window. You didn't close the window.
What was a mistake?
You didn't close.
So what was it? Accident, right?
You closed the window. Close. Hey,
I would show you crazy.
Bro, stop.
What you talking about, bro? Back the
Stop playing with
back the little nigga.
Stop playing
Back
with
the boy. Back ain't nobody scared of you,
Stop
nigga.
playing with
Stop spitting in my face.
Stop playing with
Stop spitting in my face. And your breath like
Stop spitting on
and your breath smell like boy. And your hair dirty as shit. You dirty nigga. And your breath stink. Nobody wanna be here with you, nigga. You crazy? Is you crazy?
As they got closer and more physical, they eventually ended up in a fight that would go down in streaming history.
Is you crazy? Is you shut your black up, boy. Do something. If you really like that. What you talking about?
Do something with that. Your breath smell. Do something with that, G. I'm just saying.
Fuck out of here. I done been here for 66 hours. I will make fucking.
I'm ready.
I'm ready, nigga.
I'm ready.
What you talking about?
I'm ready for
you
anything,
crazy?
bro.
I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I swear to God, I'm crazy.
Stop playing.
You talking about
playing with me? You see that?
You're big.
See that? That's all head. I'm using my strength. That's all head on you.
Bro, you a little nigga.
That's all head on you. That's all head on you.
You a little nigga though. You a little nigga.
Okay, let me get lower. Let me start using my legs now.
Let me start using my legs then.
I might be using my arm. It's all leg. Look at you.
Watch out, bitch.
That's all leg right there.
Watch out, bitch.
That's all leg.
Watch out. Watch out.
Who rush me?
Watch out.
Ooh, we got a little visible.
Chill, Kai. I promise you.
There you go.
Kai, chill. I swear, Kai. Kai, chill. Chill, Kai. Chill, Kai. I promise you. Chill. See? It's chill. It's chill. Just chill. You can't do it. You can't do it to me, Kai. You can't do it to me, Kai. Just stop.
Somehow they managed to defuse the situation when Speed got pinned against.
So easy to become a podcaster.
Speed got pinned against the wall by Kai and chose not to defend himself anymore, which led to both of them just letting loose.
Do it to me, Kai. Just stop. Stop. Do it. Stop. Get you. Stop.
I'm not mad, nigga.
Stop. Stop.
I'm mad, nigga.
Stop. You doing
Stop playing with me, bro.
Just stop. You can't
Stop
do
playing with me, bro.
anything.
Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
Stop.
Stop playing with me, bro.
Stop.
Playing with me, bro.
Stop, dude.
Stop playing with me, bro.
Stop.
Stop playing with me, bro.
Watch out. Watch out.
And let's not forget when Speed ran into this arrogant Irish guy who seriously thought he could beat him in a 1-versus-1 football match. So Speed made sure to shut him down real quick.
I'll show you how to play.
What?
Well, you know every 4 steps you have to do this.
Yeah.
Next up, Speed raced Olympic champion Noah Lyles with a personal best of 19.31 seconds in the 200 meters. He holds the American record and is the third fastest sprinter of all time. And Speed knew that he wouldn't have it easy against a 6-time world champion.
In my very case, I changed the ice so slow for one day.
The other thing is, if you beat him, I'm going to give someone random in your chat $100,000 tonight.
Chat. Who want this 100K? Who in the chat want this 100K? Chat, should I wear spikes for my foam runners?
Hey, however you want to lose, bro. It's up to you. I'll be nice. I told my coach I wasn't going to do this. We can run the 50 meters.
Yes!
You see that yellow car?
50 meters. Let's go. Let's go. 50 meters.
No matter what, you cannot stop during this race.
What do you mean?
After the second step, you will lose all hope and you will want to stop the race. Do not stop this race. Run through the line.
My name's Speed, man. You about to really be in for a shock.
However, Speed didn't let Noah's disrespectful words get to him. Instead, he used them as motivation. And just like that, the race was about to start.
This is what we racing for right here. These are real dollar bills. You gonna race with that chain on too?
I always race with my chain on. It's my racing chain.
And watch?
Won the Olympics in this.
What kind of watch is that?
It's an Omega Speedmaster.
All right, bro.
I just gave you a disclaimer. This is not a real gun.
Oh yeah, YouTube, this is not a real gun. This is a...
It only blows smoke.
Yeah, only blows smoke.
Fake gun. Set.
That was a tie.
Let's watch the video.
That was a tie. Was that not a tie? That was a tie. I'm the fastest man alive.
Oh,
Wait.
Dragon.
It's the FPS. Real phone.
Keep going, keep going.
Hey, fix your phone.
Okay. Apparently, no, iPhone's broken.
But Speed wasn't ready to accept that he lost, especially after Noah totally humiliated him, even trolling by almost reaching the finish line. Some might call it excuses, but maybe Speed actually had a point.
Ooh, there I am. There you are back there.
Did turn around and look at you.
I looked at him and then started jumping, just for fun.
No, you did not, dude.
Oh, I sure did.
Bro, I won that a little bit, bro.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, look at that. I'm jumping, just for fun. Leaning back.
Bro, I won. I feel like if I had a technique, I'm faster than you. Raw speed, I'm faster than you.
But you lost.
Because I don't have, you're using your Olympics gold medal technique. I'm using Ohio. You you feel me?
But Speed wasn't ready to accept that he lost, so they pulled out a high-quality slow-motion camera that records in over 360 frames per second to rewatch the race. And what they discovered totally changed their whole perspective on it.
Boom! Bro, that was a tie!
Why is the tape on me?
Because you sticky, you sweating. Bro, look at chat, bro, get it!
Jumping.
Boom.
Dang, that is crazy how close that is, though.
Oh my days, bro. Why are you? I'm fast. You know I'm faster than you. That's why you don't want to race again. I feel like in raw speed, I'm faster than him. I didn't even stretch. I drove 3 hours.
The fact that it was that close with him, genuinely, I'm impressed. That was awesome.
Moving on to the time when Kai and Speed got into another heated confrontation. Kai's bodyguard stepped in to do his job, but all it did was make Speed even more angry.
Hey, bro, back up. Hey.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Bro, I don't even need security.
You don't?
Nah, hell no, bro.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's my little brother. Bro.
Next up, Speed and Tyreek Hill met up for some planned practice and training and had planned to do a race at the end to finish their session up. But things took a turn when Tyreek started getting disrespectful towards Speed and, for some reason, seemed scared of Speed outrunning him.
You put your car, I put my car. They bought the same word. Come on. We can put money on it. For charity. We can put money on it for charity.
Now, Rick needs that in his bank because he needs to pay for the sweet that he's about to get.
Right, bro, you eating a nutty bar, bro. You really not trying to race, bro. Come on, bro. Everybody's waiting on it. Hey, if you beat me, I won't say, bro, hey, you got it. You feel what I'm saying?
I won't say nothing else.
I won't say nothing else. I won't say nothing else. But if you duck right here, and right now,
You gonna keep talking, huh?
no, I'm not. I won't, bro.
I wanted you to practice with me.
You didn't even practice, though. I was here. You was doing this. I was here. I was practice. You can ask everybody.
I wanted you to put on the full pass with us and go through the whole practice just like that.
I did, bro. I mean, you wasn't here. How you gonna tell me to do that when you weren't even practicing, bro? Come on, bro. Everybody waiting on it, man. Let's go, bro.
And after Tyreek changed the topic multiple times, it became clear he knew how fast Speed was. But then he came up with an incredibly weird excuse to avoid racing him.
Listen, OG, it won't be a good look on me. I didn't practice today, then I race you. Then something happened to me.
What a 20. I get it if we like, but we're just a little sprint.
But everybody know I'm gonna win that though.
You're not though. Who is everybody?
That's like waking up in the morning and craving a candy bar and going to the store and getting it. Like that's automatic. You going to the store and getting it, baby. So I'm gonna beat you all day. If we race 40, I'm gonna beat you by 15. You already quoted me as the fastest, right?
No, you're not I'm the fastest.
So until you prove to me that you have race quality opponents.
Tucking. Man, I run a 4.2. That's my racing.
Who told you that?
The NFL told me that. There's literally a video of me running a 4.2. Come on.
You not beating me, bro.
What?
Right now, like you run, hey.
I wouldn't even run in full, bro.
I'm gonna tell you how you run. You run like the bad little kid with silver caps in his mouth.
Oh my God, dude. Hey, y'all see it right here, near Tyreek Hill's ducking. Bro, hey, check, y'all see this right here? He's scared to race me. It's not me. Look, he's running away. He's running away. He made me come out all the way out here to not race. I flew 15 hours.
Following up with the time when Kevin Durant and Speed sat down together for a podcast, Speed, who's known for idolizing him, told Kevin how he owns all his shoes and merch. But when Kevin's arrogance went a bit too far, Speed wasted no time giving him a reality check.
Bro, trust me. He got his heart broken once.
No,
I should be just like him. Bro. I should be just like him. Like, bro, that
2
one
days for me is cool.
But that one hand won't last, bro, forever, bro. You need something that's gonna.
You don't need I'm gonna argue on his side.
You cannot compare yourself to me and you 16, bro. You have no other resource but your hand. So please don't put me in the same, tier as you when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
You're a youngster.
Your hand will always be there for you.
Come on, bro. Stop. I know I shouldn't even dap you up, bro.
Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant. You know I got all your I got all your shoes, like KD7s, KD8s, bro.
Bro, get off my. Bro. Yeah. I'm trying to hear that right there, bro. We having a solid convo.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that was.
You have a profile picture on Instagram?
Because I never had one, and I don't want to do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I think 15.9.
59. You got more 59.
Yeah. Huh?
15.9 million.
Yeah.
But it gets even crazier when Aiden, Ross, and Zia set up a blind date for Speed with an OF girl. But at some point, the date took a turn for the worse, and Speed completely snapped.
What is your physically typing the guy?
Definitely tall, dark hair, brown eyes, or blue eyes. Works out. Buff.
Why are you laughing? That's crazy. That's actually.
No, bro, get out, bro.
She did, bro. She did. Black hair. This nigga buff as hell right here. She's about rough. She didn't have to say that.
Leave the room for 1 second. Stop being so emotional.
Okay. All right.
What did you say? What's my sign? What is your sign?
I'm an Aquarius.
I'm an Aquarius too. First time
He's just,
emotional.
You know what? I'm done, man. You know what? All right, I'm done.
But Aquariuses, are they emotional? I don't think so.
I want to try.
However, when Speed noticed the girl start to insult him, he snapped and told her exactly what he thought, straight to her face.
The way he took it up.
Yeah. Feeling all right. Feeling good, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad. I'm glad you're feeling good.
You took the blindfold off, man. Need some help?
No, let's just let him do it. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I don't want you, Mel.
Sorry. I'm so sorry you're emotional.
No, I'm not emotional. I just don't. I kind of want to.
No.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Peace. Not kidding. He didn't even flinch.
After the OF girl crossed the line with outright disrespect towards Speed, he didn't hesitate to put her in her place. But what happened next will leave you speechless.
Come on, bro.
Take.
I think that was mine.
I was just joking. I was trying to be a little.
Speed, she was just trying to lighten the mood up.
Don't be petty. Come on, I thought we were cool. Why you gotta bark? What the?
It was nice to meet you, man. It was nice to meet you. It was nice to meet you. Okay, then. See, look, my point is exactly.
I got something for you. Here's a little dog bone right here.
Yeah.
Get yourself.
Here's a little dog bone.
Moving on to when Speed and Aiden Ross had an official wrestling match in a ring. Speed saw this as the perfect opportunity to give Aiden what he deserved after all that trash talking.
It's all right here. Let's go. We can't do it. What? You got it. I don't know how to do that, so you got it. I'm wrestling. Hold up. Don't like kick. No. Don't like kick. Don't sneak. Just come on, take down.
However, if you thought it couldn't get any crazier from here, wait till you see Speed meet up with professional Swiss football player Alicia Lehmann. They went into a watch store to buy Speed a new watch, but he knew that Alicia was only with him for the money, and in reality a gold digger. So Speed made sure to not let this opportunity of humiliation slide away.
Yo, chat. I'm buying Alicia a watch too, chat.
Yes, let's do it. She will show you the
You don't need to do this, you know, I see you.
What's you
This when a demon wrote the
So majority of the videos on this channel are videos of us exposing the music industry and other evils in this world. And one of those videos, the most popular video, includes an interview with industry publicist Jonathan Hay, who's worked with the likes of Jay-Z, Rihanna, DJ Khaled, RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan, Sway in the Morning, Drake, Boosie, and a list of other people as well. And in this interview, he leaves all the conspiracy theories at the door because he quite literally tells us what happens in the music industry behind the scenes. There's a reason the video went viral. Well, because a lot of you all found this channel through that video, a lot of you all have been spamming my email, sending me and tagging me in this video on TikTok that went viral. And by viral, I mean viral. Well over 4 million combined views with part 1 and part 2 of this lady giving this, and I gotta admit, very, very eerie and creepy story that I 100% believe about this lady or this girl she knows that dated this rapper who blew up in 2020 and how he had to quote unquote sell his soul in order to blow up, and how it was weird, how she watched the transition, how he had to go to LA to do it. She gives all the details. I was originally going to just react to the video with you all in real time, but I considered it would be a lot more effective and a lot more efficient on you all's end if I just edit the video, get rid of all the pauses, get straight to the point, present it to you all, and then on the back end, I'm going to tell you all who I think she's talking about, because she never gives the rapper's real name. Why I think it's important that we expose this, just like we've always done on this channel. Now, this will be the first video on this channel that I've dropped in a week, because I've been spending a lot of time on my second channel that I just created. It's a sports channel. It's growing really, really fast. So if you all are into sports, please go over there and hop over there and subscribe to that channel. Link will be in the description. Now, without further ado, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Again, please watch this video all the way through. Listen to what this woman had to say. I'll see you on the other side.
This girl emailed me and she was like, my ex-boyfriend sold his soul or channeled a demon to become a successful rapper. So I wasn't actually going to post a lot this week because I'm actually at my mom's house. I'm in her guest bedroom, but this one's really good. So she told me that she met this guy in high school. They went to high school together. He dropped out. She graduated. And actually in high school, they weren't together because he actually had a baby with like some girl that she knew. Like they weren't really friends, but whatever. He has a baby with her. She graduates. He had dropped out to become a successful rapper and like work on his rap career. After they graduate, somehow they get together. I'm not really sure the details on that, but pretty soon after they get together, she gets kicked out of her family's house. I don't really know the details on that either, but she said it's not really relevant to the story. So she moves in pretty soon after they start dating with him, his mom, and then sometimes his daughter's there. They have virtually no money. He's working a little bit. She's working at the mall. She's going to work every day. She's trying to help him provide for his daughter, and he's working on his rap career when he's not at work. He does a song that goes semi-viral around 2020. That song got attention of a big producer who lives in Los Angeles. The producer's team reaches out to him and basically tells him, hey, we want to bring you out here. We want to like work with you. And he's all excited. He goes to her. He's like, I can't believe this is happening. She's like, you need to go, baby. They fly him out. He doesn't talk to her a lot that day, but he basically just tells her like, I'm with these people. Like they're super important. They're teaching me everything I need to know. But he does FaceTime her that night while he's at the studio. He calls her the next morning. He's like, hey, I'm going to be pretty busy today. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to talk to you, but like, just so you know, everything is going really, really well. I'll tell you about it when I get home. He was supposed to fly home the next day. He was only there for 2 days. So he gets home. He's all excited. He says like, he's going to continue working with these people. I don't know if there was like a contract signed or whatever, but basically he's hook, line, and sinker. He's in with them. He tells her about the producer, and then he tells her about this girl that's like the producer's assistant or like part of his team. I'm not really sure her role, but we're just going to call her Jazz for the story. And Jazz has sort of been like the point of contact that her boyfriend is working with this whole time. Like she's the one that reaches out on behalf of the producer. She's the one that makes all the travel arrangements. So the night that he gets home, after he tells her all about his trip, all about all the people, he just basically tells her, hey, I might be different for the next couple of weeks because I'm in work mode. Like this is what I'm doing now. I need to take it seriously. So like, don't be offended if I'm a little bit different or if I'm a little bit distant, because I'm not going to be able to dedicate as much time to you as I have in the past. She said up until that point, like they really did have a good relationship. He was a good boyfriend. He always tried to make her feel special, even though he didn't have a lot of money. He would always tell her like, I'm going to get big so that I can get us a nice house. I can get my mom a big house. Like we're going to have a really, really good life. Like you just have to believe in me. And she did believe in him. So it's a day after he gets home from his trip. She gets home from work. He's in his room doing like recording or whatever he does. She walks in the bedroom after work to like change her. He turns his to look at her and he's like, what the F are you doing? Get the F out of here. She said he had never talked to her like that. She was like taken aback. Like what's going on? It was like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, different person. So she's like, what is your problem? She's like, don't talk to me like that. And his face softens and he's like, I'm sorry. Like, I was just in the middle of something. He's like, I was just really, really into it. Like, you just surprised me. That's all. And so she's like, okay. Like, she lets it go because this is the first time it's ever happened. So she tries to be nice and she's like, well, show me what you're working on. Like, I'm invested. I want to know. So he brings his laptop over. They're sitting on the bed. He's playing her this song that he's been working on that I guess he worked on while he was in LA with these people. And his like iMessages pops up on his computer because she said his texts were linked to his MacBook. And the text is from Jazz. Like, she sees the name and the text says, let me know when you meet him and how he works for you, LOL. He exits the message out almost as soon as it pops up. Like, he did not want her to see it, she felt like. So she was like, what was that? Like, meet who? And he was like, oh, just another person that they work with. Don't worry about it. So she's like, okay, let's it go. Couple weeks go by. He has another trip to go out and meet these people and work with them. She takes him to the airport. She's like, let me know when you land. He's like, I will. I love you. Bye. Gets on the plane. He lands. He doesn't text her. She checks his location. They shared locations on the phone. She sees that he landed, but she figures he's busy. He got picked up as soon as he landed. She's also going into work, so she doesn't think about it. She goes to work. She checks her phone on her break. He still has not texted her. It's been like 4 hours. So she texts him. She's like, did you make it? Okay. Checks his location. He's somewhere else. Not the same address that he was at the first time he was there. So she's got like 30 minutes on her break. So she looks up the address in her Apple Maps or whatever, figures out it's a house. It's a nice house. She texts him again. She's like, just call me when you have a minute. No response. A couple hours later, she gets home from work. His mom's there. She's like, hey, have you heard from so-and-so, her ex? His mom's like, no. Like, have you? And she's like, no. She's like, you should call him. So his mom calls him. He doesn't answer. The phone rings, so it's on, but he doesn't answer. So for the next 2 hours, her and her boyfriend's mom are trying to call him, but he's not answering. The phone's ringing. All the messages are being delivered. She goes like full FBI mode, and she realizes that his iCloud login is logged into his mom's iPad because his mom didn't have one. She used his account to like get games, or she used it for something. So it was logged into her iPad. So she logs into his messages. At this point in the email, she told me she doesn't care if other people think it's wrong or sneaky because you would do it too if you were in her situation. And she's able to pull up all of his text messages between him and Jazz. And she said when she first looked at the messages, she expected to find something like he was flirting with this girl or he was cheating or doing something scandalous. But actually, it wasn't the case at all. There were no flirty text messages, but the messages were like super cryptic and just didn't make any sense to her. She scrolls all the way back to when Jazz texted him, let me know when you meet him and how he works for you, LOL. To which her boyfriend responded, I did meet him. He's already here. She said she couldn't make sense of a lot of the text messages, but there were other things that stood out to her. Like one text said, don't forget to practice what we taught you. Have you practiced today? There was another text that was sent at like 7 a.m. one morning when he was home, so not in LA. And it said, did you meet with him last night? How did you sleep? And there was another text because he had sent her a song clip that he was working on. And she had responded to the song clip saying, I can hear his influence clear in this one. The two of you are doing great things together. I'll send this to so-and-so, the producer, and I can't wait to see what the three of you do. So clearly they were talking about this other person that she had no idea who they were referring to because it wasn't the producer, it wasn't her boyfriend, and it wasn't Jazz. But he had been at home. Like there was nobody else involved with this process. So she checks his location again. He's still at that same house. He doesn't respond to her that whole night. She doesn't sleep at all that night. He finally calls her around 7 a.m. He's like, I'm so sorry, baby. Like I was working, I was learning how to do all this stuff. Like we were at the studio late. She's like, I know you weren't at the studio. Like I can see your location. And he's like, oh yeah, like we were at his house. He tells her basically that he has another studio at his house and that they were mentoring him pretty late into the night. So he's there for a couple more days. He talked to her the whole time. She didn't get any weird vibes or anything. She picks him up a couple days later when he flies home. He gets in the car from the airport. He leans over to hug her. He pulls away. She notices like 3 burn marks on his arm. She said she would have thought it was like from like a straightener or like a curling iron, but it was like right in the middle of his forearm, like right here. She's like, what's this? He's like, oh, I scratched myself. She's like, it looks like a burn. He's like, no, I scratched myself. He brushes it off. He's like, oh my God, the biggest things are happening. Like, I'm going to be able to like, get us this house. I'm going to be able to get my mom a house. Basically, he's so excited. She doesn't want to ruin his thunder. So she's just like, okay, cool. They get home. She's all excited. She thinks they're going to have like a nice night together because she hasn't seen him in a few days. And he pretty much shuts himself immediately in the room. He's like, I have to work. I have to do this stuff. He doesn't really come out the whole night. She goes in the room later to check on him, to like hang out. He's already asleep in bed, but he's like mumbling in his sleep. She tries to wake him up because she's like, I want to hang. He mumbles louder, but she said it wasn't real words. It was like not even a real language, but he was just making these noises with his mouth. She just gets in bed next to him. She tries to fall asleep, but his mumbling intensifies. She's having a hard time sleeping. She finally falls asleep. She's woken up before the sun comes up because he grabs her in his sleep and he says, you can't take her too. She wakes him up. She's like, you're dreaming. He wakes up. He's like, I'm sorry. I don't even know what I was dreaming about. They fall back asleep. At some point in the night, he wakes up again and basically tries to like force himself on her. She basically tells him, no, I'm sleeping, to which like he had a bad reaction. She said she looked at him, his eyes were fully open, like he was awake. She's like, what are you doing? And he then like snapped out of it. He was like, I'm sorry, I must have been dreaming. Over the next couple of weeks, his anger and his temper intensifies. He's pretty much always locked in his room working. He's constantly snapping at her, his mom, and his daughter. At one point, he yelled at his little daughter so loud that it scared her. She was crying. She ran to her to comfort her. So now she's like taking care of his daughter pretty much all the time. And then it comes time for him to go back to LA. So she's like, I want to go with you this time. He's like, okay, cool. They get to the airport. Board the plane. He brings a water bottle that he bought at the airport onto the plane. He gets up before the plane takes off to go to the bathroom. While he's in the bathroom, she takes a sip of his water. He comes back, sees that she took a drink of his water bottle, and he just like flips on her. And he's like, he didn't say that you could have any of his water. And she's like, who? This is yours. And then she said it was like a change again. Like she saw his eyes change, and he was like, I'm sorry, like you can drink my water. And she's like, okay, this person has like split personality. She lets it go. They get there. She goes to the studio with him. Everything's fine. She meets Jazz. Jazz is really, really cold to her. Keeps talking to her boyfriend, but like he's like very dismissive of anything that she says. She keeps making like inside jokes with him, and then she tells him after they're done that it's time for her to go back to the hotel while he comes over for mentoring. And the girl that emailed me is like, absolutely not. Like, I'm going with you. Boyfriend looks torn. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to bring her. Like, we'll drive separate. We're going to go back to our hotel first, and then we'll meet you guys over there. They go back to the hotel. He's trying to convince her to stay at the hotel. He's like, you really don't want to be over there while they're just giving me tips and tricks about the industry. She's like, no, I want to go. They go back and forth for a little bit. Finally, he's like, okay, you can come, but there's something I have to tell you. Every time I've been out here, we've been doing rituals. They showed me something that I can do to channel a better part of myself. And she said immediately she did not like this, red flags, because she believes in God. She doesn't think that you should be channeling anything. She tells him this. He's like, no, but like, look at my life since I've started doing it. Like everything is getting better. He said, basically, I have to turn him on when I work, and that's the only way that we're going to be successful. He said, you believed in me then, believe in me now. She goes, I don't want any part of it. She decides she's going to stay at the hotel while he goes over there. He doesn't come back to the hotel that night. And she's pretty much like so disgusted with him at this point. She doesn't even contact him. So she leaves in the morning. She wakes up about 9 o'clock. They have another day at the hotel. She decides she's going to go get some breakfast from this like smoothie juice place down the street. She walks. As she's on her walk to the juice place, he starts texting her, basically saying that he's sorry, that he got caught up in everything, that he loves her, that he wants her to be part of his new life. She ignores his text. She checks his location. She sees that he's still at the same house that he was at the last time he was there. She gets to the juice place, orders a smoothie, orders some breakfast. She sits down. He's still texting her. He's still trying to call her, but she's texting and FaceTiming.
Not like that, but let's go tell us about what happened with her boyfriend.
Texting and FaceTiming with one of her friends who's back.
Oh, man.
On May 22nd, 2020.
I want to see this bullshit either. Y'all always doing some bullshit, bro. Leaked message. Houston Crip FDA drops leaked DMs from Compton Red Rock. DDG violates Reggie for bringing up Halo. He got exposed.
I've seen Wack100 expose a lot of people, but this one may be the most shocking. I'm almost never shocked or surprised when one of these old kingpins get exposed for snitching, because I understand human nature is self-preservation. It's only these parasocial dweebs who live through these kingpins who believe they're superhumans and they are above human nature. But with this Freeway Rick Ross situation, I'm kind of shocked. I'm stunned. I don't know why. I live to see
shout out Freeway Rick.
Larry Hoover get exposed. So I don't know why this Rick Ross situation is shocking me, but he
internet, man. I don't believe half this shit. Some my boy D Class, man. He supposed to be putting out his album. Trippy Red. About to wrap this up, man. This is the News You Can Use podcast. I'm your host, the Most Big Surf God, and I'm out. Make sure to like and subscribe.